aha SOS Hermann School ya what Tema Community 5 and na yewura Otumfuo se to bio Santahene one na yiri Lady Julia was 82 aba school mu ha na ne baba na afia kobi sewa ampem was 82 and na ya ne graduation day mumenyenko na yenkotie na yehwe se de adwumadi no etie midin e de Kwame Awua nimfo.
And service to the community. We just saw at the beginning of the ceremony the Zimbabwean dance piece, a creative piece by students enacting a call to arms of people from across the land for the liberation struggle in Zimbabwe. And they ended that off with a body creative dance piece from contemporary dances and music from across the continent. I hope you enjoyed the performance. I will now hand you over to my colleague to extend his welcome to all our guests here today.
All right. Thank you. Please join me in acknowledging distinguished guests that we have here today. Today we are honored to have with us His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Asantehene as our special guest of honor, whose presence is a true privilege. And welcome. Principal, Dr. Mrs. Margaret Nkrumah, and our board chair, Mr. Richard Akutu. We also have members of the school board with us today. Shall we acknowledge them? All right. Let's formally welcome members of the SOS family, the national directors, youth and education coordinators, SOS mothers, and other SOS personnel who have traveled to be with us from Rwanda, Burundi, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Uganda, and Ghana. Shall we welcome them? Right. Let's extend a hearty welcome to the alumni and former staff of the college who are also with us today. A warm welcome to heads of schools, educators, and representatives of consulates who are also here with us. And please welcome the proud parents of the graduating class of 2024. I welcome staff, students, parents, and our online audience to this ceremony.
Thank you, Richard. Ladies and gentlemen, in April we lost our cherished founder, Mr. Hermann, who always attended graduation. He always had words of wisdom for us, and would like to hear a message from him today again as we listen to a short clip. But before the very message, may I kindly ask that we observe a minute of silence. If you could all kindly rise as we observe a minute of silence in honor of our cherished founder, Mr. Hermann. After which we shall begin. Thank you. And now a video message from our partner.
Acknowledging His Royal Majesty, Otumfuo II, Her Royal Highness, Lady Julia, the former board chair and founding principal, Mrs. Nkrumah, the current board chair, Mr. Richard Akutu, alumni staff, and esteemed visitors from SOS children's villages across Africa, our dear parents, staff, and students, and our fellow graduates, and all protocol observed. Good morning.
Good morning. Before we start with the speech, we would like to thank God for seeing us to the end of these 4 years. It hasn't been easy, but we are here because of Him. We'd also like to thank all of the staff, teaching and non-teaching, for helping us get through these 4 years. It was a challenge and it wasn't easy. There were so many times, but by God's grace, we are here today. So very, very thankful.
As we stand before you this morning, we are honored to speak on behalf of our entire cohort. Our journey has been a lot of things: unique, amazing, fun, interesting, but occasionally tiring, exhausting, and overwhelming. Yet through all this, we have overcome many trials and tribulations.
Beginning our SOS journey from the comfort of our homes in 2020 was challenging. Each of us having to acclimatize to a new environment, whilst also trying our hardest to learn and form new connections. And though initially virtual, as we arrived on campus in 2021, we were faced with another task: integrating ourselves into the community. Through various organized youth events such as Iron Days, NYP4 nights, and our very own forms of unorganized spontaneous fun, like our various cowbell wars or our night club hikes. The class in 2024 persevered and found ways at the end of the year to integrate themselves into the community. In NYP5, however, the honeymoon phase was drawing to a close, and the real challenge was about to begin. Faced with the rigors of the personal projects, along with the growing responsibility of becoming seniors in the school, the class in 2024 not only persevered and showed their true leadership potential, but they also forged lifelong connections with their classmates, with their seniors, and with their juniors.
Wherever the class of 2024 goes, we make a statement, and that was no different when we marked the end of prepping in the dining hall in MRP5 with our own special events. Embracing our risk-taking spirits, each one of us showcased our unique and eclectic style that turned heads and made our experience unforgettable. As our MRP5 journey came to an end, we triumphantly completed the personal project and bravely faced the challenges of the upcoming diploma program. EP1 presented its own sense of challenges. We grew so much this year as we were navigating our way through the diploma program, leading our various choirs and sports teams to victory, and finding our feet in different leadership roles in clubs and other areas. This was the time we truly applied time management skills and started perfecting our multitasking abilities.
As we arrived in Egypt, we were ready for our final year. Recalling all of our last moments, our last singing competition, our last swimming competition, our last girls' night out, our last boys' night out, our last day of school, and last but not least, our last jobs. The road leading up to the final days were rough. Extended study for and prep at the college, finishing up on IAs, EEs, TOK, you know the acronyms. It was not easy. On top of all of that, too, we were pushed by our student teachers and staff to excel and learn in our final mock examinations and our final IBA examinations. Ladies and gentlemen, it was not easy. It was tough, and the pressure and the heat that was applied on us for months, it was worth it. Because as you see today, you see 86 graduates.
Throughout the past 4 years, the class of 2024 has found countless ways to express their diverse talents. Our sports stars have shown brightly on the biggest stages, on not only showcasing their skills, but also embodying the winning spirit of SOS AGIC. Among us, we have football, basketball, handball, badminton, volleyball, and track and field stars that have excelled academically while earning numerous medals and trophies. But the talents of this class extend far beyond the realm of sports. We have future Grammy-winning musicians like someone like Hermann and Kojo Apandri, also known as Keynote and Ube respectively, and DMB. We also have world-leading software developers such as Hermann and Hakim. We also have top-tier graphic designers like Owen and Nicole, our very own world-class seamstress, Elisuma. Our listeners of the great Auntie Debbie herself. We also have future world-renowned foundations such as Pomoja and the Coconut Foundation. And also, last but not least, we have talented authors like Natasha, who released her book, It's Your World, Evangeline. And next to me, right here, we have a recent author who released his book, Elevates. Extraordinary talent in every field imaginable, and we are proud to be part of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, when I think of the class of 2024, I think of diamonds. Not just one big diamond, but 86 unique and brilliant ones. Why? Well, similar to our journey in SOS, a diamond reaches its final dazzling state only after enduring intense heat and pressure. Before that transformation, a diamond is no different than a regular one. Ladies and gentlemen, before you seated today are 86 diamonds, each one shaped, molded into diamonds. Classmates, as we stand on the brink of an unknown future, let us remember who we are. Let us remember our identity. Let us remember that we have passed through this school, shaped, molded, and transformed into the diamonds we are today. Also, similar to diamonds, even when the faintest of lights touch us, we will shine brighter than ever. Thank you.
Now I would like to call upon Mr. Dampo to help us induct the upcoming heavyweights.
This staff served as a symbol of us passing the torch to the soul. We believe in our abilities as leaders in this community, and we pray for a successful year.
Lady Julia, distinguished guests, founding principal of SOS, AGIC, and former board chair, Dr. Mrs. Margaret, the board chair, Mr. Richard, members of the SOS AGIC board, national directors and colleagues from across the SOS Children's Villages from Africa, parents, staff, SOS AGIC alumni, staff, and students, continuing students, and finally, our esteemed class of 2024, whom we are gathered here to celebrate. I extend a heartfelt welcome to our distinguished special guest speaker, Otumfuo II Asante, whose presence elevates the significance of this occasion and reminds us of the power of leadership and is an inspiration as a national statesman champion for academic excellence. As we stand amidst the glow of celebration and the wonderful achievements of our graduates, I'm deeply honored to address this distinguished gathering. Our journey to this moment has been one marked by definite challenges, real triumphs, and overall, the unwavering spirit of perseverance, resilience, and integrity. I am very proud of the class of 2024. Before we proceed further, I'd like to pay tribute to the visionary leader, the late Mr. Hermann, and founder of SOS HEIC, whose legacy continues to inspire us, and without his vision, none of us will be a part of the SOS HEIC story. His profound impact on our school and the lives of countless individuals across the SOS family worldwide and beyond will be forever remembered with reverence and gratitude. Class of 2024, as we stand on the threshold of your graduation, I am filled with a profound sense of admiration for each of you and pray that you will go on to achieve excellence and use your skills in the service of Africa, as our motto says. Your journey at SOS HEIC has been a testament to your determination and unwavering commitment to excellence. So please have that expectation of yourself going forward, no matter what the challenges are. In the words of Maya Angelou, you may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. Indeed, your journey has been one of overcoming obstacles, embracing challenges, and emerging stronger and more resilient than ever before. Your cohort was faced with an online entrance examination never ever seen at SOS HEIC hitherto because of COVID-19. Each triumph, no matter how small, has brought you closer to this moment of achievement and celebration. I urge you to hold on to the quality of integrity, which is being honest and showing a consistent and uncompromising adherence to strong oral and ethical principles and values. That, accompanied by hard work, will get you very far and earn you the respect of all. The IB curriculum has been your crucible, forging you into individuals of intellect, from the rigors of academic inquiry to the depths of personal reflection. You have embraced the ethos of inquiry, exploration, and service, which defines the IB learner profile, as well as our philosophy at SOS HEIC, where we have strived to equip you to become compassionate thinkers who are aware of your common humanity with a belief and pride in yourselves as Africans. My dear graduates, as you step into the next chapter of your journey, remember the words of Nelson Mandela, who said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you could use to change the world." Armed with integrity, together with the knowledge and the skills instilled in you at SOS HEIC, you possess the power to shape a brighter future for yourself and the world around you. I'd like you to reflect also on the words of former President Barack Obama, who said, "Change will not come if we wait for some other person or if we wait for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek." Class of 2024, as you embark on this new chapter of your lives, may you be the architects of change, champions of justice, and the ambassadors of hope. May you be the change Ghana, Africa, and the world seeks for. May you be the change you wanted to see. Ladies and gentlemen, as we bid farewell to the class of 2024, we also pay tribute to the dedicated efforts of our curriculum coordinators, heads of departments, teachers, academic support and admin staff, hostel tutors, support staff, kitchen staff, security and groundsmen. We are particularly grateful to the parents of all students who walked alongside us in this journey and who have nurtured, guided, and supported all our students every step of the way. Their unwavering commitment to the success of their children and the spirit of collaboration and partnership has brought us and you all to this point of celebration. So to the parents, I say, Ayiko. Ladies and gentlemen, the end of the academic year is always marked with celebration, but tinged with sadness as we bid farewell to staff who've given us their best years, for which we are very grateful. we say farewell to our chief driver, Mr. Tete, who retires after 26 years of service to the college. He has been a loyal member of staff, has stories of trips to Abidjan, Togo, within Ghana, and he really puts the welfare of the student safety at heart. Thank you, Mr. Tete. We'll miss you. We wish you a happy retirement. We are also sad to see Mr. Kidani leave after 23 years of service, teaching Amharic, literature and language, taking on the lead form tutor role, coordination of TOK and ATL skills, among many others. Mr. Kidani, thank you. We thank you for your service. Mr. Carter leaves us after a combined total of 11 years after a short spell in between away. We thank you for your hard work, Mr. Carter, in supporting students outside the classroom, and your dedication above and beyond the call of duty, especially at the hostels in the evening, where you persist to go and provide extra support, particularly for your skills in teaching chemistry, mathematics, and more recently the SAT prep. Thank you, Mr. Carter. We said farewell a few weeks ago. Some of you may have noticed she's not around. We said farewell to Mrs. Gallagher, who left after 7 years a few weeks ago. She was a great support to the college, initially at the front desk, admissions, and finally at the principal's office. Thank you, Mrs. Gallagher. And finally, Mr. Enoch Aqua leaves us after 6 years. And we wish him well. We thank all these staff and their dedicated service, and we wish all of them well in their future endeavors. With that, I invite everyone here to join me in celebrating the remarkable achievements of the class of 2024. We wish you all the best. Your journey has just begun. Well done. Congratulations.
From the entire class. It was an honor and a privilege to be able to refurbish the boys' common lounge, and we had tremendous support from the entire class, to which we are very grateful. Hermann, would you like to say a few words about the project?
I think basically what we did was to raise funds from our friends and alumni from the other institutions, and today I'm just adding a little. I serve Otumfuo. I'm the Deputy Director of ITK and ST, and through the effort of AGIC, it's been a good place for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. At this juncture, we'd like to hand over our project to the next class, the class of 1998. We'd like to urge all the students to give generously towards this project and also to the college to keep up the legacy of our founders. Dr. Gmeiner and also Mr. Hermann, who's no longer with us, but to keep his legacy going. We'd like to also encourage students to also keep the principles that we've been taught, means that from the Sinkoma, the family principle, and the board chair, to keep those principles in mind in the massive forward. We believe that this knowledge will be a place of collaboration and to keep the knowledge and service of Africa going. We'd like to call on Alan now and hand over to you as you continue the legacy. Thank you.
Thank you, class of 97. So I'm here with Alan. We are class of 98. We're happy to be back in school. It was amazing. Really more amazing that we learned anything. We look forward to coming back next year to report on what we started to do about the school. So thank you, and please, when you ask for them, please do it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have
with our request, we won the lottery and we have this day to bless for it. Thank you. Otumfuo Osetutu II is the 16th Asante Ini, ascending the Golden Stool on April 26, 1999. He is a direct descendant of the founder of the Asante Kingdom, Osetutu I. Born on May 6, 1950, as Hermann, he is the youngest of 5 children of Nanefia, Komisewa, and Pem II, the Asante Ima, Queen Mother of Asante. From early childhood, he was under the tutelage of his uncle, Ohiniba Mensah-Bonsu, who ensured his careful grooming in Asante traditions and statecraft. Otumfuo Osetutu II received his education at Seshiriaso Secondary School in the Western region of Ghana, and later at Osei Secondary School in Kumasi. In 1971, he moved to Accra to study accountancy at the Institute of Professional Studies in Legon, before continuing his studies in the United Kingdom at Kilburn Polytechnic and the University of North London. He gained extensive experience working as a senior consultant with Mutual of Omaha Insurance Company in Toronto, as a finance officer at the British firm Oxon, and as a personal administrator at the Manpower Services Commission in London. Antihini was met with universal acclaim. Otumfuo Osetutu II brought a natural gift of calm and radiance, inspiring loyalty and motivating those around him. He emphasized the importance of arbitration over litigation in resolving land and succession disputes, bringing peace and reconciliation to the Asante Kingdom. He successfully settled over 500 land and chieftaincy disputes, establishing a solid foundation for cooperation between tradition and modernity. Otumfuo Osetutu II has been recognized for his leadership by the government of Ghana, which appointed him chairman of a committee of eminent chiefs to resolve the Yendiskin affairs. His efforts have prevented potential conflicts that could have destabilized the nation. His vision encompasses education, health, and economic development. He established the Otumfuo Education Fund, benefiting over 9,000 students, and the Sewa Ampem 8 Foundation for Children, addressing critical health issues under the umbrella of the Otumfuo Osetutu II Charity Foundation. Internationally, he has received numerous honorary doctorates from prestigious institutions and has been appointed Chancellor of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. His health funds support initiatives to reduce maternal and infant mortality, combat diseases, and promote general health in rural areas. He secured a World Bank grant for the Promotion Partnership with Traditional Authorities project, which has improved education and health services in rural communities. Otumfuo Osetutu II has played a pivotal role on the international stage, addressing esteemed bodies such as the United Nations General Assembly and the International Cocoa Organization. His speeches emphasize cultural dialogue, conflict resolution, and sustainable development. He has been the official guest of many global leaders and dignitaries, including the late Queen Elizabeth II, the late Nelson Mandela, and the late former UN Secretary General, His Excellency Opemsuo Kofi Annan, among many others. Thank you very much, everybody. We look forward. Please join us.
sika papa no.
Obi na sadi akobe.
Obi na sadi akobe.
Amema tani baba de mefe kasange.
Menu ateni fi ba de mefe kasange.
Sewa ni to fumode nge.
Sewa ni to fumode nge.
Ọ̀dọ̀ fún ọjọ́ ìṣmọ̀ tàbọ̀ nìyẹ.
Ọ̀dọ̀ fún ọjọ́ ìṣmọ̀ tàbọ̀ nìyẹ.
Oṣó ní kòrò sùmẹ̀dìtì.
Oṣó ní kòrò sùmẹ̀dìtì.
Ẹja gbọ́ ìjàlẹ̀ náà adé ẹsẹ̀ nìyẹ.
Ẹja gbọ́ ìjàlẹ̀ náà adé ẹsẹ̀ nìyẹ.
Àkúsí bí ogun lóṣùmọ̀ tàbọ̀ nìyẹ.
Ẹkúsí bí ogun lóṣùmọ̀ tàbọ̀ nìyẹ.
Ẹja gbọ́ òfin ìṣẹ̀yẹ Franco Dẹ́mi Fẹ́rìsì.
Ẹja gbọ́ òfin ìṣẹ̀yẹ Franco Dẹ́mi Fẹ́rìsì.
Ṣètùtù mímọ́ ọdún mẹ́rin sí o.
Ṣètùtù mímọ́ ọdún mẹ́rin sí o.
Wúrẹ̀ náà Mùsùlùmá nkẹ́bọ̀ mputuo nkọ̀sọ́bà ọ̀sẹ̀ tìmọ̀ mi Ghana máa yìnà.
Wọ́n ní náà Mùsùlùmá nkẹ́bọ̀ mputuo ní nkọ̀sọ́bà Ghana ní àsàntìmẹ́mú.
Obi nya sẹ́ẹ̀dì ànkòbé.
Obi nya sẹ́ẹ̀dì ànkòbé.
Lọ́gbọ̀ bàkánná ní Franco Dẹ́mi Fẹ́rìsì.
Lọ́gbọ̀ bàkánná ní Franco Dẹ́mi Fẹ́rìsì.
Mẹ́ẹ̀mà ọ̀dọ̀bí ń lọ́dọ̀ àgbà yé dùnyé.
Mímọ́ ọ̀dọ̀bí ń lọ́dọ̀ àgbà yé dùnyé.
Yẹ́ ọ̀dọ̀mọ̀ ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ púpọ̀ tuntun ta tó túmọ̀ jàǹbọ̀ nílé.
Yẹ́ ọ̀dọ̀mọ̀ ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ púpọ̀ tuntun ta tó túmọ̀ jàǹbọ̀ nílé.
O tó sika sàmá ní ẹ̀jìjà kúnyé.
O tó sika sàmá ní ẹ̀jìjà kúnyé.
Ẹ̀já fẹ́ bọ̀ bá gbọ̀nyún fúláwà.
Ẹ̀já fẹ́ bọ̀ bá gbọ̀nyún fúláwà.
Sáájú fẹ́ Franco Dẹ́mi fa o.
Sáájú fẹ́ Franco Dẹ́mi fa o.
Wọ́n sáájú fóògùn yẹ́wọ́ sí ní.
Wọ́n sáájú fóògùn yẹ́wọ́ sí ní.
Òpèsè tìlẹ́jọ́ kẹsàn-án.
Òpèsè tìlẹ́jọ́ kẹsàn-án.
Wọ́n kú bẹ́ẹ̀ náà tọ́wọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ lè fa gùn yẹ́wọ́ àṣà àdúrà tẹ̀mẹ́ra.
The chairman of the board and members of the board of this institution, Mrs. Margaret Nkrumah, the founder and principal, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
Sure.
We have made the journey to the coast this morning to share the celebration of the joy of parenthood.
Sure.
There are a few moments in the journey of life more significant than the moment of graduation. It marks the first shoot of the flower from the seeds of sacrifice, parents making the upbringing of their children. And for the children, it opens the first window to the world of the future and all its challenges.
Sure.
Parents are of necessity most concerned about the foundations they lay for their children. And my dear wife and I, together with Sir Sam Jonah, were careful in the choice we're making for our young daughter, Nanefie Kubi.
Sure.
We have since been very proud of her development and achievements, but equally, we have been proud of the school for the foundations they have given her.
Sure.
Both academically and her personal development. I'm sure the happy, excited faces I see this morning bear testimony to the incredibly high level of satisfaction among all parents, guardians, and other stakeholders. It is an amazing tribute to the founders of this unique institution and the vision that drove them. Here is an institution established primarily to provide access to educational excellence to children from SOS villages who have been orphaned and by definition in need of support from society.
Sure.
The school set out to prove that regardless of social circumstances, all children could acquire knowledge and apply the knowledge in the service of Africa. And what an amazing story it has been over the 30 years of its existence. Without deviating from its core mandate, the school has evolved into the leading light in educational excellence in Ghana.
Sure.
It is a great pleasure to see Mrs. Nkrumah, the founder and principal, sharing another moment of glory with us. The legacy of educational excellence they have bequeathed to us puts Margaret and her team among the nation builders we should forever cherish and celebrate.
Sure. Sure.
Thank you, Margaret, for a legacy of excellence, and thanks to your successors, to you, Mrs. Elizabeth Dutson, and your brilliant staff for building on and sustaining the legacy. It speaks to the ambitions of the college that today's graduation and speech day ceremony has set the challenging theme, empowering African young people for the future, cultivating academic excellence and hope through Pan-African education.
Sure.
I hope our young minds fully grasp the import of the theme, and our nation recognizes how germane it is at this moment in history.
Sure.
Our blessed continent of Africa currently has had nothing to do with the sources of conflict in Europe that is threatening world peace, nor has it been accountable for any of the factors responsible for climate change. Yet, it is undeniable that we remain casualties of the miscalculations and mistakes of other protagonists,
sure,
including ourselves.
Sure.
Amidst this explosive compound of geopolitical risk compounded by climate change and national economic headwinds, what and where is the scope for the pursuit of the goal of empowering our young people with academic excellence and hope through a Pan-African education?
Sure.
Thank you, Mrs. Dutson, and your esteemed management for allowing me to focus national attention on this important subject without the intrusion of political considerations,
sure,
but as a matter of profound national interest.
Sure.
Regardless of the outcome of national discourse, I am certain the pioneering role of this college will continue to bear fruit. Your effort to cultivate a Pan-Africanist education frame is on all fours with our commitment to the reaffirmation and exaltation of our common African heritage.
Sure.
Over the past 2 decades, we have tried to reconnect with sons and daughters of the heritage of Asante and Africa, who through the accident of history are now spread across other continents.
Sure.
It has become clear that the Pan-African concept now extends beyond the geographical space of the African continent and embraces a wider community of the African heritage in the diaspora.
Sure.
Education is the tool to the remaking of this new community. As I have said on my travels to the United States of America and Caribbean, Africa has been cruelly treated by historians who have locked us into a cage of inhumanity from which we are still struggling to escape. There's now an open challenge for our own scholars and thinkers to step up the plate, rewrite the African story, which will provide inspiration our children need as they face the future.
Sure.
The pursuit of academic excellence ingrained in the ethos of your college is the most appropriate objective for any institution aspiring to greatness. But academic excellence alone must be more than the accumulation of knowledge.
Sure.
We must redefine it to embrace the psychological transformation of the new young Africa, instilled with confidence and self-belief, and driven by ambition to use the accumulated knowledge to create, build, innovate, and by all legitimate means add to the stock of societal progress and development.
Sure.
And of course, there is what for me is the overriding issue of the sense of civic responsibility of our young generation. We cannot deny the harmful influences to which our youth are exposed, not only in the digital space, but within our communities and homes. It is difficult to identify anything that today instills in our youth the love of country and service to the community.
Sure.
The values of our culture and traditions, buttressed by the wisdom of our forefathers, are being sacrificed against the onslaught of inappropriate offerings from an uncontrolled social media.
Sure.
Education must lead the way in the recovery of love of country and fidelity in the service of community.
Sure.
A word to the graduates. Today marks a significant milestone in the lives of these graduates. A day you've all so much anticipated. An achievement with limitless potential, a threshold of new beginnings with its unique lens of excitement, pride, and a touch of nostalgia. Over the past few years, this SOS school has been your playground, proving ground, and sanctuary.
Sure.
A place where you have laughed, learned, and grown, a place where you have discovered your passions, formed lifelong friendship, and learned invaluable life lessons.
Sure.
Each of these experiences has contributed to the tapestry of your secondary school years and has prepared you for the journey ahead as you graduate today.
Sure.
Graduation ceremonies are emotional times. In one breath, you are happy it is all over and very proud of your accomplishments.
Sure.
Sad to leave your friends and mentors and may be a bit anxious about what the future holds.
Sure.
The curriculum and training which you have imbibed on this beautiful campus has a purpose, and it will surely make you ever ready and better equipped to excel academically and professionally to achieve your respective ambitions.
Sure.
As a proud graduate of the SOS school, there are too many success stories of role models in our society who passed through this school and from whom you can learn to quicken the pace of your development.
Sure.
But I have a few admonitions for you on this propitious occasion.
Sure.
Be disciplined. Indeed, continual success cannot be achieved without discipline. M. Scott Peck, in his book, The Road Less Traveled, reminds us of the importance of discipline when he says, discipline is the basic set of tools we require to solve life's problems.
Sure.
Without discipline, we can solve nothing.
Sure.
With only some discipline, we can solve some problems. With total discipline, we can solve our problems.
Sure.
Discipline is indeed vital for success and cannot be overemphasized for the next phase of your development.
Sure.
Graduates, you are entering into a world that is constantly changing and therefore requires creativity, resilience, adaptability, and unique perspective for innovation. Fortunately or unfortunately, these changes bring in its wake a lot of challenges along with a more significant number of opportunities.
Sure.
All you must do is to be open-minded and be brave to make bold and good decisions. Get to know your strengths and weaknesses. Strike acquaintance with people who complement your weaknesses. Do not be afraid to take risks, to fail, and to try again. Remember that it is often through the most challenging times that we learn and grow the most. Know that each experience, whether it results in success or failure, will teach you invaluable lessons and bring you closer to your goals.
Sure.
Failure is another perspective of success. Fortunately for you, your teachers have devoted a lot of resources and attention to sharpen your knowledge and skills and competences in these areas.
Sure.
Technology also has opened many doors to several opportunities out there. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Sure.
But just as mind-boggling as opportunities, so are the risks. The digital space is strewn with landmines of criminality, abuse, and destruction. There are danger signs that many of our young people have been drawn into, the net of cybercrimes and moral degeneration. It is a sign we must take seriously and address with real vigor. The nature of digital space should not delude us into thinking that there's an easy path to wealth and prosperity.
Sure.
The easy path leads inevitably to ruin and destruction.
Sure.
This calls for schools, colleges, teachers, and parents working together to ensure that young people channel their digital skills into positive, productive pursuits.
Sure.
Graduates, I encourage you all to go to the world and help produce the needed cutting-edge and scientific technological tools, as well as the systems that accelerate our country's economic growth, competitiveness, and development.
Sure.
My dear ones, no one makes it to the graduation alone. This reading, graduates, kindly be upstanding and turn to the audience and give a round of applause to all who helped you on this journey. Your school administrators, the teaching and non-teaching staff, parents and guardians, and your mates.
Sure.
Please resume your seats. It is so gratifying to see many of our distinguished and dedicated staff, Mrs. Dutton and your staff, both teaching and non-teaching, here today. They continue to impress me with their commitment to our mission for God and country.
Sure.
Through their hard work and dedication, they have helped inspire and guide these young ones on a path to lead meaningful and better lives, and it is a privilege for me to share this day with them.
Sure.
We thank you.
Sure.
I would also like to salute all families, stakeholders, partners, and friends who have supported these students and continue to engage with the school and her affiliates.
Sure.
Sacrifices you have made and continue to make through their journeys are deeply cherished and very much appreciated.
Sure.
As you part ways and embark on your individual journeys, remember that this is not a farewell. The bonds you have formed and the memories created should remain with you, no matter where life takes you. You are and always will be the SOS School family.
Sure.
I hope the graduating class today will be in the forefront of the drive for the new ethic, a new African student for whom excellence is a trademark and success a living reality.
Sure.
I congratulate you all and wish you every success on the next stage of your educational journey. I pray for success into each of your lives.
Sure.
May you excel above your peers and distinguish yourself in your chosen careers.
Sure.
I leave you with these words from Ralph Waldo Emerson. What lies behind us and lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us.
Sure.
Believe in yourselves, embrace the future with open hearts, and go with confidence.
Sure.
God bless you and thank you all for your kind invitation and attention. Thank you.
Sure.
Nana Kwesi Opoku Ajima. J.D. Kekeli Abalo. Conrad Lumi Achu Akaba. Thank you, Mr. Martin. You may Berima Ofuripemi Ofuripata.
Godfrey Omondi takes the Kiswahili B prize. Makido takes visual arts. The theatre prize is shared by Diamond Owusu Mensah and Lifi Kweti. Thank you, sir. You may take your seat. It takes physics and English language literature. This prize goes to David Jacob Lanson Hermann. Biology, economics, chemistry, and theory of knowledge go to Luna. Luna might need some help to carry his books. Thank you, Madam. May I please call cultural anthropology, French B standard level, and shares the English A literature prize. Senam Jambas. Princess Ayoade takes the Dragon Prize. Richmond Nati takes computer science. And Spanish ab initio goes to Na Kylie. Thank you, Mr. Tony.
Oh, wow.
The citation goes that they think in creative ways and enjoy engaging with challenges that stretch their capabilities. The recipients consistently create solutions that benefit the entire community. And the winner this year is none other than Richmond. Called the Special Recognition Award is given to a student who has through their selfless and tireless endeavors left indelible footprints in all aspects of school life. And this award this year goes to Jude Anna.
Opemsuo TV ahwefo ene ye papa kwasi nyantachi e wo ha kane GFA ball bokuo no titrani o ha be men munyamfo ye mo akwa baba Opemsuo TV so
ye nia
na SOS school mu ha wa mane ne say ya da wo ba wo ha bia na
me ba wa ha
wow ene wo graduate bi yewura asantehene Otumfuo se de to babi wo no amu ene ne yire Lady Julia o se tutu abenne graduation yase bi Oye Owufuo, oye batan a oba wa ha. Asembe na abeka fa ho.
Me de menti bi da, ABC da, meti na me hu ne me yempo. Mani age ebehye ayi awofo bebre nkran school no kura ebehye won nkran. Ene mayu ane mema omuko school ha. Otumfuo ba ha yi apeja school no. Ya awofo aye nyina ya ba ya peja ye nyina ya wo se yewura ya papa ye bibia enso ne school ni ye en ne nyina ye enso nani entina watimi atu ana monfi asanteman abahanom menye sure say school bi wa ha o mbetimi enya sa kwanya yi a Otumfuo ma won a wono ankasa beka ye ho a one ne yire oh me de
animunyam se
anyunyam no so dodo me hu ne amenyampo
ye panipa omu wodin a omabo omudi ho ban a wo owura kwasi nyantachi ka ho Otumfuo nyamfia duonunum e wa banwa so ye ka se min udwumadie mu nya akwan kochia Otumfuo ana se wukọ no wokọji afutuo bi ana nhira bi ana
25 years in there ya nyame aye aduma ye ti ase de debia na ye maye na ho nyenza yi tembia na ye nam ho Otumfuo de me papa soronko bibia me ye o mabra bom we wi ase meje tu futuo ene nhira ene adwenkyere ne nyansa ne bibia wo ne nkyai na ono de oye obofo anyankopon de ache yen wayi na mai da bia ne ye bia Otumfuo nhira ne bibia ye nyamifu ona wo enti ne ye bia ne nsa wo mu o nhira sonso a ne bia
ye ka se describe Otumfuo se de tu ahini a obe describe Otumfuo se ohene ben
maka se King Solomon de ne bi Otumfuo is very fair nyame a kire ne nyansa wa ma ne nimdie na o penipa nso do nipa o di nokure bibia obebia mfa ho se oye ne ba na na busuani ba bia no kure ho na de beto enti Otumfuo de o hwe ahene mu die ewo Africa man mu ni wiase kra oba ye wasesa mu kra ni onyam ode abeka ho no yehu bi da ni onyam soronko pa na ode abeka ahene die mu me friend chief or king of kings ni ne so hene bia oba bia
Otumfuo gamanche aton safre yewura santehene echina yewura bekọ akọhye na ni onyam akọbọ ni chido ndwumadie mu wo hwe saa de bekoso yi a de na abeka afa ho
me ne Otumfuo ye no de me feel say ye ni so nipa wa Ghana ha ohene pa otimi etu kwan fi baabi odi hene ede kọ baabi foforo na che say ekuro no oman na oka enyina abomu eme nipa baako osine president of the country because adwuma oye no eno na ese politicians ne ye eno ese enyina ejina na chi ona otimi kan nipa bomu omo konkura oni onkasa na ntokwa na so etwa na ejai o kai ni okoye wo ayi siremu dagomba for ayi ni oye na ni obeye wa onu nso wakọ ayigbe man krada mesi nyankobo entoa no nkwaso
ye da se bebre opani yenim se SOS de nkai suku a emobrofo na sabe ye de omo ba na ye den na wode wo ba e ba SOS school ha
okay ye suku a ye te ye se omo etete ajanka obi a na maame afimu ana ne papa afimu a oni obi a ohwe no enu achi ya yenso yebetime de ma beka ho eye de yetua school fees o ajanka de obuntua nti ye school fees ne bi na ye de hwe na o baba hanoma I think metime aka say this is the best school in Ghana of top level teachers na discipline wa ha ene ma ye kire won ha no we school ya wo ko university wa ma no ne o ukwa America na Canada, North America na UK ukwa preko na omu ejije nkola best students from all over Ghana until started form 1 wa ha ye wo form 4 form 5 omu dia different form 4 form 5 lower season upper season until the 4 years we are not work to us university na o hwe niema omu kire won ha me de ejima nipa oba no be wie no na wanya nipa ho do wanya nipa ho mobo wahu waye independent obi otimi eya ade a ni maame ne papa kra ni ho otimi eye bibi ma na ho na onya nimde pa ni nyansa nso enti se opese odo bako school a we can the best schools in Ghana o wie ha no ma obehu se ba bia nipa na be kọ no enti omutua pa but utua na me ka kira apia no se odi sika be kwa kosi dan na odi be kwa koto cars na board no for 2 years school fees na banko school papa dache obehye wani onyam okọ school ni wie nya adwuma pa ya ka na nka odi sika na koto car no obeto bi abro enti ye mfa tu ye hunfo na ye ma ye manko good school say SOS discipline wa pa community spirit wa ha odo na omunya nyanka ma no yema kwan na okofia to say short midterms ni ayi na ajanka na ya cheche wo mo ama mo say mo mfa wonko mu fie no mo di mo chi aba ebi abeda me fie da just oni papa oni mame enya Ghana ajanka fo nkwan na ye ka Kenya Rwanda fo ma bebre ye wa hanom Africa nyina omo hanom na omo ba na omo nso enya feeling na enya fie papa na ye mame no mo nche no a very good school pa very good school very good school
Pacho Roma within the same
Pacho midin de Mrs. Vivian Boatma Esuman
SOS school had there now you
Pacho SOS has say metre chemistry and I'm a deputy senior house tutor
ye pese ye school ho asem kakra school a Otumfuo santehene ankasa de ne ba de sebe enye school ketwa school imote ne brebe na ho abakosem kakra ne sen
school no omote ache omote in 1994 your head office Austria Germany enti penny aye friend Putin na that time no your president ewo ewiase nyina SOS president na ohun say na SOS mofra the whole Africa obia ko invested na na kuma na otu kwan fa Africa mu ha sei no eno bepie Ghana ena Valkofo eche asase a yegina so yi ene editi school no enti school ni yetema enyanka ewo Africa afana nyina so omuso benya adusua papa ede abomo bra
enemo 23rd graduation speech and prize giving day yewura santehene Otumfuo sedutu na ankasa mu ene ne yere ad baby eni tie be na school no manya
sabre yani ajepa se asanteman etwemwa nkokọ ene nkran abepie e wotemame mu ha Otumfuo kasa mu no so omayati asese adusua ehu hia pa na ade a eda yakoma pon so se ye kyerɛkyerɛ mofrɛ a omo Africa fa nu nyina e kyerɛ se daachi Africa ebepeja e wo yadekyerɛ emu yɛda na se nyame nhyira no
Otumfuo sa de ngoma sua ho asɛm asinani so a ansi achi ba wo de boa ankronkre sɛ de SOS mo so mo sponsors a mo de boa mo no asɛm bɛ na abɛka fa ɔhene mo a wo de boa afofra a wo ma wofo ni bi na so mo ti de boa mo ɛho
asma mɛka ne sɛ nyame nhyira Otumfuo school dia wo kwa ɛboa ɛnya wadwe mu nko a ɛnebie na emom no wo hu sɛ wo nso so ye ka amama mu nsɛm na amanyo nsɛm a wotumi eka bi ɛboa ɛwɔ mpuntuo mu meda Otumfuo ase na emom me ka sɛ ɔmo obie a ɔmo de boa Otumfuo educational fund no nyame nhyira ɔmo yen ne emo afoforo saa na SOS a ewiase afana nyina yen nso so ye wo ɔmo a ye founders a ɔmo so ɛsɔ emofra yi mu nyame nhyira mu nyina sɛ mo boa ama emofra ya pagya na ɔmo mpagya ma Ghana nko a ɔmo pagya ama Africa nyina nyame nhyira Otumfuo ne nadwempa
amen Opemsuo and next speech and prize giving day ye hu sɛ mo bɔ mofra ne bebre abaso edi enti na mo bɔ mo abaso na abaso bɔ no ɛyɛ den
yo yabaso bɔ de no enya subject recognition nko a ye bɔ emofra omo abɔmɔde abaso obi so ho a na nadesua wo fam enso so ye koye nem no nadesua epagya eno ye fredi progressive award eno so ya bɔ ma abaso ebinom so ho a enya adesua nko a omo eboa afoforo ye fredi community award eno so ya ma eno so bi ebinom so ho a omakwadre ewo technology mu saa abaso body eno so ya bobi obi so ho a subjects and chemistry physics history saa body eno so ya baby ne nyina ne say ye bo amofre abaso amomahu say enya adesua nko a ene ye pagya wa ha school no agina for excellence ewo adesuam ewo community service mu ene bibia ye bia no ye try say ye be dance ewo
emofra enya abaso bo no asem be na abeka kire wo
emofra enya abaso bo de me ka kire wo say omo yire omo ho sabe enya abaso bo de nko a na boa ema ye hu obi wo ho a oye adwuma pa ne so oye ewo obroni beka say behind closed doors all of them are recognized ene ma ene day eye strong yedomase
yeda obapa yenim se school yi de SOS nanso enipa dodo na wotimupo se access kafo nko a na de wo mma eba school yi say netie
SOS extra society extra se omo asabi omo ni bi in the society aye boa omo enti se ne amidi kan ye no eye founder Kutin oti school no ema ehumobro ewo Africa fene nyina nanso onkwala ewo Ghana asabi omo awofo ensem yedu enso tumi ka ye ho eni nti ye humobro school ye wo foundation aye the support say or sabi omo ni bie enso omo obi no so etua fees ni ye nyina ya ka bom am ye hu say ewiase no sabi omo obi eni omo ni bie nyina etumi ka bom esua enwoma ema ne ye
se ya Otumfuo ba school yi nipa dodo na ba press omo do omo ba se obi eni bi no obeso wode ne baba onye den
Pacha ni dia ya founders ho enti no betumi ni omo akasa emo bi a omo no betumi e de aboa omo
ye da se bebre nyame nhira o sabre yewura asantehene Otumfuo se de to ababi o ne ba nana afia se wa kobi ampem o se tutu wagina body krata e wa asese a abasobosronko nana wadaroma anije be na wanya na de be na obeka kire omanfo nyina
many anije bebre and I'm going on to the next journey of school soon. I hope it will go well. Yeah.
Okay. Tia wakra asamba na beka kire mama ne dada. Abro ma be grace occasion ya be hye wani munyama beta wachi.
Thank you for coming and thank you for supporting me.
Okay. Yeah, that's it, baby. Sabi, Jumedi ni nyina beri ama yura asante mera Otumfuo say to abebiu ene ne wokani Lady Julia say to ene nananom inside down money akọ entia ha ene Jumedi ni nyina wodebesi SOS 23rd speech and prize giving day Jumedi akọ so ayura asante mera eba yede nanim onyam ebeta akire ewotema community 5 no ese Jumedi ni nyina no eko ewiye ya ayura Otumfuo say to baby okotoko yene ene the debridge Lady Julia say to ene nanu mo babo Otumfuo chidom wo mo sorry eye Otumfuo baba nana efia kobi sewa ampem o say to graduation Jumedi course SOS school ya Watema community 5 emu ena mugusu amoshe Jumedi ni nyina ba wiye ya damwase